who are you?
I'm Jeff Bezos.
And what is your claim to fame?
I'm the founder of Amazon.com.
Where did you get an idea for Amazon.com?
Well, 3 years ago, I was in New York City working for a quantitative hedge fund when I came across the startling statistic that web usage was growing at 2,300% a year. So I decided I would try and find a business plan that made sense in the context of that growth. And I picked books as the first best product to sell online, which making a list of like 20 different products that you might be able to sell. And books were great as the first best because books are incredibly unusual in one respect, and that is that there are more items in the book category than there are items in any other category by far. Music is number 2. There are about 200,000 active music CDs at any given time. But in the book space, there are more than 3 million different books worldwide active and in print at any given time across all languages, more than 1.5 million in English alone. So when you have that many items, you can literally build a store online that couldn't exist any other way. And that's important right now because the web is still an infant technology. Basically right now, if you can do things using a more traditional method, you probably should do them using the more traditional method.
How did one man go from a small garage in Seattle to becoming the richest man in modern history? This is the story of Jeff Bezos, the mastermind who transformed online shopping forever. From selling books to launching rockets, Bezos built Amazon into a $1 trillion empire that dominates the global economy. But behind the towering success lies a surprising twist, a personal regret that continues to haunt him. In this video, we'll explore the rise of Amazon, the genius and grit of Jeff Bezos, his bold and controversial choices, and finally, the one thing he wishes he could undo. Jeff Bezos was born in 1964 to a teenage mother, Jackie Geese, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Raised by her and later adopted by his Cuban stepfather, Miguel Bezos, Jeff showed early signs of brilliance. He would dismantle his crib with a screwdriver as a toddler and spent his childhood absorbed in science, computers, and how things worked. That curiosity only grew stronger. After graduating from Princeton with a degree in computer science and electrical engineering, Bezos entered the fast-paced world of Wall Street, landing a job at the hedge fund D.E. Shaw. But despite his success, Bezos felt something was missing. He created what he called the regret minimization framework, asking himself if he'd regret not chasing his dream of the internet. That single mental shift pushed him to leave his high-paying job and bet everything on a wild idea: selling books online. The garage startup. In 1994, Jeff Bezos walked away from a six-figure job on Wall Street to chase a dream. With nothing but a business plan and fierce ambition, he and his wife Mackenzie drove across the country to Seattle. There, in a small garage, Amazon was born. The idea: sell books online. But Bezos' true vision was far bigger. He wanted to build the everything store, a marketplace for anything you could imagine. The name Amazon wasn't random. Bezos chose it because it started with A, making it top in alphabetical listings, and because the Amazon River was the biggest in the world, just like he envisioned his store would become. The early days were far from glamorous. Bezos, Mackenzie, and a few employees packed books by hand, stored inventory in the garage, and personally drove orders to the post office. His desk was a door nailed to 4 wooden legs. It was scrappy, intense, and uncertain, but Bezos was relentless. He wasn't building a bookstore. He was building a revolution. The dot-com gamble. By 1997, Amazon had grown fast enough to go public, riding the explosive wave of the dot-com boom. Its IPO launched with a valuation of around $438 million, a small number in hindsight, but a giant leap for a company still barely turning a profit. Critics scoffed. Many investors and analysts dismissed Amazon as just a bookstore with no viable long-term model. But Jeff Bezos wasn't trying to impress Wall Street. He was laser-focused on customers. Bezos introduced a radical mindset: customer obsession. Everything, from product recommendations to streamlined checkout, was designed to make life easier for buyers. Then came his bold mantra: get big fast. Amazon burned through cash to expand rapidly, adding music, electronics, and more. It was risky, chaotic, and controversial. Then, in the early 2000s, the dot-com bubble burst. Hundreds of startups vanished overnight. But Amazon survived. Why? Because while others chased hype, Bezos built infrastructure, logistics, and customer loyalty. His foresight and discipline allowed Amazon to weather the storm, emerging not only intact, but stronger. This was the turning point where skeptics began to believe Bezos might actually pull off the impossible. Expanding the empire. After surviving the dot-com crash, Bezos shifted gears. He didn't just want to sell more stuff. He wanted Amazon to become the destination for everything. From books, the catalog quickly expanded to electronics, toys, clothes, and household goods. Amazon was no longer a bookstore. It was becoming the everything store Bezos once envisioned. In 2005, he launched one of Amazon's most powerful weapons, Amazon Prime. For an annual fee, members received free 2-day shipping. Revolutionary at the time. Prime didn't just boost revenue, it created loyalty. Customers who joined Prime spent more and stayed longer. Then came a game changer, Amazon Web Services, AWS. What started as a side project to support internal infrastructure became the backbone of the internet. Today, AWS powers Netflix, NASA, even government agencies, and it generates the lion's share of Amazon's profits. Bezos didn't stop. He built a logistics empire with warehouses, delivery vans, and drones. He used AI to refine recommendations, pricing, and operations with near-perfect precision. And with strategic acquisitions, Zappos for customer service culture, Whole Foods for physical retail, and Twitch to tap into the streaming market, Bezos expanded Amazon's footprint into almost every aspect of daily life. This wasn't just growth, it was dominance. Leadership style, loved or feared. Jeff Bezos is hailed as a visionary, but behind the scenes, his leadership style has sparked intense debate. Known for being demanding, relentless, and intensely focused, Bezos pushed his employees to think bigger, move faster, and never settle. His internal motto, "Work hard, have fun, make history," sounded inspiring. But for many, it came with an emotional toll. Amazon developed a reputation for its brutal work culture. Former employees described long hours, high pressure, and a sink-or-swim environment. The company became infamous for its high turnover rates, even among top talent. But this was no accident. Bezos designed a culture of relentless innovation, where only the most driven would thrive. At the core of his leadership was the Day One philosophy, a belief that Amazon must always act like a startup, even as it grew into a giant. Complacency, he warned, would lead to decline. His hiring mantra was equally intense. Are you a missionary or a mercenary? Missionaries build for passion and purpose. Mercenaries chase short-term gain. Bezos wanted missionaries, people obsessed with the long game. To some, Bezos was a genius who shaped the future. To others, he was a hard-nosed boss whose quest for greatness came at a human cost, from CEO to space commander. In 2021, Jeff Bezos shocked the world by stepping down as CEO of Amazon. After nearly 3 decades at the helm, he handed over the reins to Andy Jassy, signaling a new chapter in his life, one aimed at the stars. Bezos shifted his focus to Blue Origin, his space exploration company founded in 2000. His mission? To build a road to space so our children can build the future. Unlike the fast pace of Amazon, Blue Origin was methodical, with a long-term vision to make space travel accessible and sustainable. His ambitions ignited a high-profile rivalry with Elon Musk, founder of SpaceX. Both billionaires dream of colonizing space, but their approaches differ wildly. While Musk targets Mars, Bezos envisions space habitats orbiting Earth. For Bezos, space isn't just a business, it's a legacy project. A chance to be remembered not just as the man who changed shopping, but the man who changed humanity's destiny. His biggest regret. For all his brilliance and billions, Jeff Bezos has a regret that money can't fix. While he was building Amazon into a trillion-dollar empire, his personal life began to fray. After 25 years of marriage, Jeff and Mackenzie Scott, who had stood by him since the early days in that Seattle garage, announced their divorce in 2019. The world was stunned. The couple had 4 children together and had weathered the highs and lows of building one of the most powerful companies on Earth. The split came amid a media firestorm, fueled by reports of an alleged affair and leaked text messages. While Bezos rarely speaks about the emotional toll publicly, those close to him say it was a turning point. In interviews, Bezos has hinted at this deep, personal regret, not spending enough time with loved ones. He's spoken about the cost of obsession, of being so focused on building and winning that personal connections took a back seat. It's a stark contrast. The man who conquered global commerce, reshaped retail, launched rockets, yet couldn't hold on to the most important partnership of his life. In a reflective moment, he once said, "Life's too short to hang out with people who aren't resourceful, but also too short to miss what matters most." That quote reveals more than ambition. It reveals a man trying to reconcile greatness with grief. Behind the success is a human story of sacrifice and loss. The impact of Amazon on the world. Amazon has undeniably transformed e-commerce, revolutionizing the way we shop. With its user-friendly interface and one-click purchasing, it has made shopping frictionless, offering an unparalleled convenience that has shaped the modern retail landscape. In addition to reshaping shopping habits, Amazon has revolutionized cloud computing. Through Amazon Web Services, AWS, it has provided scalable and affordable solutions for businesses worldwide, enabling them to grow and innovate. However, Amazon's rise has also had a profound impact on jobs. While it has created millions of employment opportunities, it has also disrupted traditional retail industries and raised concerns about working conditions in its warehouses. Workers have often reported high pressure and demanding environments. Lastly, Amazon's global reach has come with significant environmental consequences. Its vast distribution network and packaging contribute to substantial carbon emissions, making Amazon a key player in the ongoing debate about corporate sustainability. Bezos' legacy. What will he be remembered for? Jeff Bezos will be remembered as a tech visionary, a ruthless competitor, and a relentless innovator who reshaped industries across the globe. His groundbreaking work in e-commerce, cloud computing, and logistics has set the standard for modern businesses. As the founder of Amazon, Bezos led the company's expansion into cloud computing with Amazon Web Services, AWS, which has become the backbone of countless businesses and institutions. Additionally, Amazon's logistics network has transformed global shipping and supply chains, while Bezos' push into AI has helped position Amazon as a leader in the tech space. Bezos' legacy also includes significant contributions to space exploration through his company, Blue Origin. His vision of making space travel accessible to ordinary people could change the future of humanity's interaction with space. On the philanthropic front, Bezos has pledged $10 billion to combat climate change, alongside investments in education and medical research. However, his legacy is also marred by controversies. Critics point to Amazon's role in wealth inequality, labor disputes over unionization efforts, and his company's tax practices as points of contention. Bezos remains a dual figure, admired for his accomplishments and criticized for his methods, leaving a complex legacy that will be remembered for both its achievements and its challenges. From humble beginnings in a garage to reshaping the world with Amazon, Jeff Bezos' journey is a testament to the power of innovation and relentless ambition. But even the richest man alive has his regrets. Despite his vast success, the price of his achievements has been steep, and it's clear that no amount of wealth can replace certain things in life. The powerful takeaway here is that success isn't just about what you build. It's about what you choose to value along the way. So, let me ask you, would you trade everything you've built for what you've lost?